stream via TTS. Okay, one sec. I gotta go let Lana out. She's crying. Yes, Lana. You are so needy. There. Go. Speaking of streams going out, there is a 25% chance that our stream is going to crash and we're going to lose power because there is a big ass windstorm outside. Really, really big ass windstorm. I feel like you two would bicker like siblings in the kitchen. What, me and Armageddon? I don't know if we'd bicker. I would just get yelled at a lot. I love that kitchen plan. Mon King, thank you so much. As do I. It was the #1 selling point of the house. As the story goes, I walked through the front room, I walked through the dining room, saw the view, and then walked into the kitchen. And as soon as I had seen the kitchen, I put an offer in on the house, much to my then boyfriend's pissed offness, now my husband. And I hadn't even seen the rest of the house. I hadn't seen the upstairs, hadn't seen the downstairs. But as soon as I saw this kitchen, I was like, yep, this is going to be my house. And then later on, after we'd moved in, we had some friends over, and one of them went to a professional culinary school, and she was helping me learn some stuff in my kitchen, and our friends were watching us, and they're just like, you guys look like you're on a cooking show. Kathy, you should have a cooking show. I was like, oh, hell no, I ain't doing a cooking show. What the fuck's wrong with you? Fast forward 5 years. Welcome to the AFK Kitchen, where we stream live on Twitch every night for 472 days. Armageddon's yelling, Kathy, I'm telling not to yell. No, and mostly what would happen was Armageddon would be yelling at me, and every time he would yell at me, I would drink more, and then by the end of the stream, he would just be screaming, and I would be sloshed in the corner. That would be a hilarious stream. I would bartend while cooking to keep her quiet, and yes, I do that too at friends' get-togethers. Exactly. To keep me quiet, though? Y'all know I'm not a quiet drunk. I'm not. I'm quiet if I do the shrimps in distress, but I'm quite the opposite if I'm drinking. Kathy, I hated it when I seen out my window earlier if it was a blizzard. Hey, Kathy, I hated it. What I seen out my window earlier today was a blizzard. Ducky, you have a blizzard where you are? Aren't you up north? You're like in the middle of the U.S. and up north? That's no good. Kitchen are arguably the most important spots. I agree. The only thing I don't like about this floor plan is that this is a solid wall, and on the other side of it is the living room, we call it the front room, and the dining area. If this wall was knocked out and we just put a giant ass island over there too, then I could have like a good 180 view of the house on the main floor. I would love that. But if we knock out this space, I think my husband would be really pissed. But maybe not that part, but like from here, I want to knock it out. But this house is not a standard house. It was a custom built house by an architect many, many moons ago. And so I don't know what's a structural wall and what's not a structural. I don't know what my options are. And also it's a lot of unnecessary work. I like open floor plans. But I don't think we're ever going to have the time, energy, or money to knock that wall out. So we're stuck like this. Bale's BBQ, what are you making? Exclamation point menu. We are making Spaceballs the chili, Spaceballs the cornbread, and Spaceballs the cantaloupe. We're celebrating Rick Moranis' birthday by doing a Spaceball theme. We're just making chili and cornbread. Honestly, that's pretty much it. And Malin would argue with Chad about boars. Yes. Well, if you got him drunk enough, he'll argue about boars with Chad, even if he's sober. You're absolutely right. Okay, distracted. Yeah, you can get me distracted with alcohol. You can't get me quiet, though. That's impossible. I don't know if anything gets me quiet. 1 teaspoon of salt. So that's probably 2 teaspoons of salt, right? Baking flour. Oh, wait. Cornmeal flour, baking powder. 2 tablespoons of baking powder. 2 tablespoons of baking powder. Curd. Oh man, I got shit on my table. Oh my god, I'm covered in flour already. This is why I don't bake. Well, not really. I just don't bake because I suck, but that's beside the point. Baking powder, heard. Also, shut the side door so that it doesn't freeze to death. Malin hates it when I leave the side door open. At least, like,